gonna ride or not? Are we gonna ride or not? Are we gonna ride or not? In my jacked up truck, I'm moving slow. Speakers booming, y'all already know. Mud on the tires, feeling alive. Country roads at night, the southern vibe. Looking out the window, fields in sight. My boots on the pedal, driving all night. Are we gonna ride or not? 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 Stars above with the moonlight glow. Country chill, riding down this road. Catch me cruising as the bass line hits in the southern air where the night never quits. Rolling with my folks, just having a blast in a jacked up truck. We ain't going too fast. Are we gonna ride or not? 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 Leave our worries in the dust tonight. Southern skies and the journey's bright. Feel the power while we ride. Country freedom taking flight. Are we gonna ride or not? Are we gonna ride or not? Are we gonna ride or not? Are we gonna ride or not?
What's up, guys? So today we are doing another live. I know I hadn't prepared you guys. You are not prepared. Normally I do my lives on Sunday, but I'm going to be stepping them up a little bit more often because of the winter months. And I don't really get outside very much because it's freaking cold. So there's that. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about amplifiers. So, for those of y'all unfamiliar with this channel, we do car audio. We discuss car audio and how to improve your car audio, how to do car audio, how to do all the things that you have been stumbling through. We have a segment where we ask questions, answer questions. We do all the things. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, you might want to do that over on YouTube, Car Audio Enthusiast. Now, getting into the program. The first thing we're going to talk about is amplifiers. So if you're new to the game, you probably studying Amazon or whatever it is, whatever site you're looking at, and you're looking at the amplifiers and the power wires, and maybe you're wanting to buy a system for your own car. Maybe you're wanting to buy a Christmas gift for somebody else. And that's where I'm going to help you. So if you're looking for an entire car audio system, one of the best places you can start is over at Big Jeff Audio. And the reason I say that is because this right here is a kit, a whole kit with the wires, amplifiers, and speakers all combined together. You cannot go wrong doing this, because this is going to get you in the ballpark right off the bat. Going to get you something that works well together. In this kit, you've got subwoofers, amplifier, and wiring kit all combined together to allow you to be able to just buy one thing and know that it all will work together. It's a great way to buy a Christmas gift for your young, budding car audio enthusiast person. Now, if you want to get more complex, you can go over here to the main page, and you'll come to this button right here. Click on this, and then this, you select your vehicle. I have a 2010 Chevy Tahoe selected. You select your vehicle and what component you're wanting to do work on. So let's say you're wanting to buy a radio. click on the radio, and it's going to take you to a list of all the radios that will work in that vehicle. It's a very handy tool. It does speakers, it does front speakers, rear speakers. It automatically knows that I have 6.5-inch speakers, so it takes you to this page for all that wonderful goodness. You can not have to worry about whether or not something is going to fit in your vehicle because it's covered. Tweeters. This is the tweeters that fit in that vehicle. And then all of that stuff is covered. It's a very, very, very handy tool to have to prevent you from buying the wrong stuff or not buying the stuff that's needed. Now, moving on to the amplifier section. So, let's say, hey, what's up, Big Jeff? Big Jeff finally decided to show up, man. And, oh yeah, man, dude, I am a busy person. Always busy, Big Jeff. I was just telling the people about your awesome website and how they could use the search feature up here to pick through and pick out different speakers and automatically get the stuff that works in their vehicle. That's something I've been looking at quite a bit, and I think it's a really awesome feature. So, like I was saying, if you have your door speakers, let's say you don't know what speakers fit in the door of your kid's car or your car. Instead of having to tear the doors apart and figure it out, you can go straight over here to Big Jeff Audio, click on the little button and open up this, put your vehicle in right here, and then select front door speakers or front speakers, and it's going to automatically pull up a list of all types of speakers that will fit in your vehicle right off the bat. So you don't have to worry about whether or not you're getting the right thing. You're always going to be getting the right thing. But I have some more stuff to talk about today. So you guys, if you have questions, by the way, be sure and put those questions in the comment section. I will be reading them constantly, and I will answer them as I get to them. And Big Jeff says what we'll be talking about. We'll be working on the year, make, and model more this coming year. Plan to add bikes and side-by-sides also. That sounds like an infinitely complicated process, and my heart goes out to your person that's handling your IT department, because I'm sure they are getting your butts kicked by that whole idea. But as I was saying, we have amplifiers. Now, I showed you that you can buy packages on Big Jeff Audio. You can buy a package of amp, wiring kits, speakers together. Well, let's say that you can't find what you're looking for in those pre-made setup kits. How do we proceed from there? Well, let's say, for example, you chose these speakers for your doors. Okay, this is what you chose for your doors. Now, if we go over here and have a look, we can see the different things about the speakers and the pictures. But if you scroll down, let me see if I can find it. We got description down here, and it talks about the speakers. And it says that these speakers will handle 480 watts max, but they will handle 140 watts RMS. That's the important number. 140 watts RMS with a frequency range of 90 hertz to 10 kilohertz. That's a really solid mid-range speaker. So we know it handles 140 watts RMS, and we want to put, say, one of those in each door. Okay. And right here, they also give you the option to add different things to your cart that can work well together. That doesn't always pan out, but it's something, right? So 140 watts RMS. So then we want to go back up here and look for, just say you're wanting to just amplify your front doors, just 2 speakers. That's it. Okay. Then we go up here and look for 2-channel amplifiers. Now you can do this multiple ways. You can go to Car Audio and select amplifiers and go down to 2-channel amplifiers, or you can type in 2-channel amplifiers and you'll get them that way. Well, let's just go ahead and do it this way with the tabs. Now we know we're trying to power 140 watts on each side. Okay. So we look through and find amplifiers that have that power rating. Now, over here on the side, we have rated RMS. You can use this to get in the ballpark a lot of times and eliminate a lot of amplifiers you don't need. So let's select 0 to 500 watts. That will eliminate things that are higher than that. And we come off right off the bat with several models that can work really nicely. So that's a 2-channel 1000 watt. That's going to be a 500 watt per channel. A little bit more than what we need. Now, you can always have more power than you need. That's not a problem. You can always turn that panel down some, and so that you're not going to overdrive your speakers and blow them. And having a little more power than what you need is not a bad thing, because that allows you to have the flexibility of the dynamic power that you're going to get whenever you have quiet sections and then you have loud noises. That dynamic range, that extra dynamic range, is going to give you better sound. Also, it's going to mean that you're not going to have to turn the amplifier up to its maximum setting, and you'll be able to get good clean power. So running something like that will work fine. In this case, there's an Avatar 200.2. That looks like a fairly good setup for that particular power rating. This little Avatar amp does 200 watts per channel. That would be a perfect scenario for your 140 watt RMS speakers. Just a little bit more power than what they're rated for. You can turn the gain down a little bit more than clipping, take it down a little lower, and get that power that you want without overpowering or underpowering. And that's always a plus. Everybody's showing up today. B2 Audio is in the house. What's up, guys? B2 Audio says love to the hustle and support of our distributors. Absolutely. And I am also going to be trying to do some stuff specific to you guys. But I do need some equipment to be able to demonstrate and work with and install. So you might want to get with Big Jeff and figure out what you guys can do for me to help you. So just letting you know, that's what's up. I need some stuff to work with. I don't carry or use any B2 right now, so I need to have stuff that I can mess with, demonstrate, and put out there. And show. Because B2 is a wonderful company with great equipment. I just need to be able to put it on my plate and say, look at what we got. You know what I'm saying? Get her done. Big Jeff says, killing it with a hustle, always. And Big Jeff is buying tacos tonight, y'all. Just a heads up. This is what we're talking about. See, Big Jeff gives back to the community. That's something that a lot of people don't do. And so I really appreciate that. And I appreciate his support in that way. Good deal, boss. Jen Kara said, what's up, CAE? What's up, brother? And Bisu says, make sure you tell them about the 2-inch mini subs that just hit the USA. That's a novelty item that I wish I could figure out a way to make really, take it beyond where it is, right? I mean, you can do some really cool stuff with it. But the fact that it's actually a functional speaker makes me just, the geek in me just want to do something stupid and actually put it into something to where it's playing maybe some kind of micro SPL build. That would be awesome. And I just think that would be killer. So that's something I've got on my brain. And I don't know. Anyway, that's what I see. When I saw it, the first thing I saw was, that's cool. You know, it's little, it's cool. Little things are cool. Then I thought, right past that, I'm like, whoa. You know, I mean, I know that I could build a box for that, and I could, you know, put an SPL meter inside of a tiny car and, you know, maybe scale down the music and all, like what's his face does. That would be cool. I don't know. It just, the ideas started swimming around in my brain. I can't help that. So back on track just a little bit, and you guys are killing me. Back on track just a little bit. So you've got your amplifier picked out. You've got your speakers picked out. Now you got to be able to get power to this amplifier. Now, I've got I jotted down some notes because I get really scatterbrained during these things a lot of times. And I wanted to make sure that I didn't forget anything that was crucial to being able to make this process complete. All right. So we've kind of figured out how to get to the right size amplifier. And this applies to subwoofers, it applies to speakers, it applies to tweeters. Picking out that RMS power, going just a little bit above that is always going to be a win-win-win. And I think that's a good deal. So the next step of that is getting power to it. Now, a power wire, I've got a chart pulled up here. Let me switch to this for you. You guys probably can't see much of this chart, but you can find this chart, and I'll put it up on, I'll put it up somewhere. I'll put the chart up on my Car Audio Enthusiast Facebook page. So if you guys are a member of that group, you can go over there and hit the thing, and I'll go over your and make sure you're a real person and not some idiot, and I'll let you be a member of the group. You guys can check out the stuff going on there. I've also got a website, caraudioenthusiast.com. It's got links to a whole lot of cool stuff on it. So if you hadn't been over there, you can check that out. But I want to cover some of the basics. So anything up to about 1,000 watts for a full run all the way from the front of your car, like from the front battery back to the back of a car or an amplifier, up to about 1,000 watts, you could use a 4-gauge power wire and ground wire. I recommend that if you're close to that 1,000 watts, that you go ahead and upgrade to an alt gauge power wire. But that's about where the cutoff is. Anything above that, if you're running it from the front of the car to the back, you're going to want to run alt gauge. And then for every 2,000 watts of power that you go over that, so if you're running a 3,000 watt amp, right, they run 2 gauges, about 2 runs of alt gauge, front to back. A 4,000 watt amp, 3 runs. 6,000 watts, 4 runs. Every 2,000 watts, you want to add another run of alt gauge wire. Now, if you're running a battery in the back of the vehicle, right close to the amplifier, like within a couple of feet of the amplifier, then you can run less runs from that battery to that amplifier because the length of the wire is shorter. And since the power handling capacity of the wire is directly dependent on the diameter of the wire, what the wire is made out of, as in all I'm talking about here is OFC copper. We're not talking about CCA aluminum wire at all. But the material the wire is made out of, the length of the wire, and the diameter of the wire, or the thickness, those are the things that determine how much current you can pull through that wire. So if you're running a much shorter run, you can run more power through the same diameter wire. If the run is very long from the front of your car to the back, you have to run more wire. Big wire, more copper, okay? That's why it's always beneficial for you to pick up a battery of some kind of storage medium to put in the back near your amplifier so that you can get power from that, and then your alternator is just sending power from the alternator back, 100 amps, 70 amps, 200 amps, whatever. One wire will carry that. All the big power comes from the battery and those bursts. Boom, 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 right? So having a storage device back in the back is going to take care of that. And I can show you a few different ways to get to that. So one will be over here on Big Jeff Audio. And yes, if it's something to do with car audio, you can find it on Big Jeff Audio with pretty much not a lot of looking. And I want to see if I can find this. I don't see it right now. Marine Power Sports. Let's just do it this way. When you're in doubt, use the search bar. It's going to pull up stuff that you're looking for. So over on the Big Jeff, for one, we got the Big Jeff 22 amp hour, 12 volt battery right here. Having this guy, and I'll bring it up on the screen. Having this guy right here, this mug right here, check him out. He looks very serious, doesn't he? Having that mug right there mounted back there by your amplifier, is going to enable you to run a lot less power wire from the front of your vehicle to the back and still be able to pull big power and burst out of that battery. So having a battery in the back is a big, big deal. That's going to make your wiring cheaper because you're not having to run 15 runs of alt gauge. And it's also going to make your amplifier more efficient, more powerful. You're going to get more bang out of it. One of these batteries helps you out a lot. We'll stop on the list and we'll see what's going on in the chat window because people are talking. Let's see. Let's make some. Jen says someone needs to make a box for the 2-inch subwoofer. They exist already, and I do believe Big Jeff has got that going on. Jeff says change the view to desktop and restream. Oh, for the thing? Yeah, I can do that, but I can't do it while I'm live. And Jeff, the reason I'm running in this particular mode, I'll touch this one time, is because it picks a different audience in the YouTube world. It's advertised in a different way. We'll talk about it more later. There's a reason for running it in this particular mode, just so you know. So, back to what we're talking about. Let me see, he's still going on about that. We'll talk about that later. GP wire. Oh, what we got here? Jeff says, go GP wire. We'll have the welding wire tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Big jam, baby. And GP is a great source of wire. The Diamond series, the welding wire, the America series, all great stuff. Donnie said, what's up, Big Jeff? Donnie said he's got some sodium ion in his trunk. And you can always go with that route. But just be knowing that you need to know what you're doing to assemble your own packs. Doing a DIY pack can be a way to save money, but it's also sketchy. You have to know how to wire, know what cells to put together, know how to charge it, know about the temperature ranges it can be charged at, all kinds of little things that you don't want to make mistakes on, if you get my meaning. If you're new to the game, your best bet is to get something straight up like these guys right here. You know, that's how you're going to get it done. Now, once you got your amplifier figured out, and you've probably got a battery back there by your amplifier, we need to do a little bit more. So we got the wiring figured out, and let's see what we got going on. Oh, yeah. I've covered that already. The minimum of one alt gauge for every 300 amps. You can go in big stuff. Yeah. It's all covered. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of GP. I'm a big fan of Big Jeff. I've got a lot of companies that I've had really good interactions with, and I don't have any issues with going to them again. So, the best way to do this, though, is to, if you don't know anything, is to pick up a kit. There's kits. There's combo packages on Big Jeff. Go in there, get yourself a combo pack, get the wiring you need, the speakers you need, subwoofers you need, the amps, all in these combinations. That way, when you get them all in, if you don't know anything about the deal, you're getting all the stuff that whoever is going to need to install it, whether it be you or somebody else. It's a great way to buy Christmas presents. You don't want to buy someone the wrong stuff, go with the wrong stuff, or buy the wrong speakers for their car. That kind of sucks, right? That's why we go to Big Jeff, use that little lookup feature, help you nail it down. Let's see what else is going on in the comments. Big Jeff, you got anything you want to tell them about today, sir? Y'all, we're jamming. We got the music going today. One of the things I'll say about amplifiers, and I'm usually not a big proponent to making your system all brand matching. Sometimes that works out good. Sometimes it's unnecessary. But the main thing is to buy the equipment that you need to do the job you need. And oftentimes the brands within the brand, like if, for example, B2 will have speakers that are rated at a specific amount of power. They'll also have an amplifier that will work well with those speakers because they already considered that they have this line of speakers for this rating of power. So they'll have an amplifier that matches up to those well. That doesn't mean you have to use their amplifier, but it is an option. So Donnie says, Big Jeff Audio gets awesome deals on everything you need. Better believe it. And if you guys are interested in shopping over there, be sure to use my coupon code CAE to save even more money off the already low prices that you're going to find at Big Jeff Audio. And that works for B2 as well. B2 Audio, same jam, baby. Play it and live it. So I need an amp for my Christmas. I'm saving until the week of Christmas. Well, good deal, brother. You can always consider a B2 audio amplifier. Can't go wrong with that. Quality brands do command a little bit higher price, but you're going to get what you pay for. And that's 100%. You're always going to get what you pay for. If you skimp, you might get lucky. You might get lucky and find a really cheap thing out there that does the job. But odds are you're going to wind up having to get the thing that you wanted in the first place anyway. So let's say, for example, and this is something I've talked about in the past. Let's say, for example, let's go over to B2 here. We'll just do a B2 search. Let's say you want these subs, okay? You want these subs right here. These, the B2 Audio. Let me get them pulled up on the screen here as best I can. The B2 Audio Rage XL B2 Series 15, 3,500 watts RMS. By the way, if you're listening, B2, I like these. Let's say you're wanting these guys, right? And you go, okay, well, that's pretty cool. It's a 15-inch sub that handles 3,500 watts, and it's $799 with a discount. You can knock some money off of that for my coupon code, by the way. But let's say you want these, but instead you go, oh, I found these cheaper 15s. They're $400, and the specs are the same. It says that the specs are the same. Everything is the same. So then you go and you look at the specs and you match them up, and they're all the same, right? So you go and you buy those $400 speakers, and then you get them in there, and they just don't perform the way you think they should. So now you spent $400 on that, and you're still going to go buy these because they'll get the job done. And now the $800 or $799 is now $1,200 because you spent $400 on crap. Now you're going to have to spend $800 on the thing that you actually want. It ends up making the whole thing cost more money. Buy the thing you want first. Buy the right thing first. And then you don't have to buy it and the thing that you're trying to, settle for. And I can't express how many times I've seen that happen and how important it is to go ahead and jump in and do the thing. Suck it up and do the thing. PSC Mentalist, what's up, man? And did El Fuego show up? I haven't seen him. Is he in here? Did he sneak in here and I didn't see him? I don't see El Fuego in here anywhere. El Fuego is not in the house that I'm aware of unless he snuck in somewhere else. Donnie on Facebook says, hit them open box deals at Big Jeff. If you're low on funds or low on a budget. Absolutely. Let's see what we got over here on the open box section. What do we have going on in open box, guys? Let's see, right here off the spurt, we got some Depbonts drivers that are 104, normally 174. That's a $70 saving right there. That's a pretty good jam. We got a Recon for an Avatar. We got some harnesses for different stereos. Got some exhaust pipe tips. All kinds of crazy stuff in here. Got a 4-channel amplifier. There's a lot. There's a lot of stuff in here. Pick through here and find us some Timpano subs, Timpano 12s. Normally 256, these are 164. That's a good price. Like I said, it just goes on and on and on. So yeah, the open box deals is a dang good place to shop. There you might find something that'll save you a whole lot of money on what you're already going to do. Good deal right there. And PSC said, love the video. B2 is a good brand. B2 is a great brand. You just got to be willing to pay for quality. You can't expect to get something that's really good for a really low price. It just doesn't work that way. Yeah, exactly. Donnie, let's see here if I can get Donnie to come up. There you go, Donnie. I found a lesson the hard way. Buy once. Yeah, exactly. Buy once, cry once. You're going to buy it anyway. Just go ahead and do that first. Do the thing that you're wanting to do first, not last, because that way you're going to end up saving a ton of money and a ton of time, and you'll get to enjoy the thing from the beginning to end, not a whole bunch of headaches, and finally get to enjoy it at the end. Buy once, cry once. So does anybody have any questions for me today? I usually talk and ramble for a little while, and then I answer questions. So I want to try to do that, and I want to have a smoke because I'm a smoker. Y'all want to talk smack about me smoking? Go for it. I got big shoulders, baby. I can take it. Yes, he said buying cheap is like getting everything from Walmart. You know, that's not always a bad thing, but it often can be. You have to be real careful about buying a budget item. Just know that you're probably going to end up replacing it 2 or 3 times. You know, like with the example with that subwoofer, you're going to buy a $400 sub, and then you're going to have to buy another $400 sub because that one blew or whatever, or there was no recones available for it or whatever, and now you've just bought the B2 sub. But you still don't have the B2 sub. You still have the $400 sub. So you haven't gained anything. You spent B2 money, and you've got generic product. You should have started with it, come out and go with it, do it. Be Jeffy, when you get back in the trunk, one of the lithium battery like the CA has and others, battery for the 500 watt system. And yes, guys, trunked under lithium. You can see it back here in the background. Brandon tells me that we got a big new wave of things coming, and I've got hopefully got a 10,000, a trunked under lithium V2 10K coming, and these things are beastly. I mean, they are absolute monsters of a battery. So, guys, if you want some trunked under lithium, by the way, CAE10 is your discount code. It will not work until after midnight tonight because of all the deals going on right now. So you may save more money if you go over there right now before midnight and buy. If you're going to be buying after midnight tonight, you can use my discount code and knock 10% off of the purchase price. So yeah, head over there and buy some stuff from Brandon because he's a good dude. And Steve said, blessing of health. CA and Big Jeff. And we both need it. Me and Big Jeff both need all the blessings of health we can get. You guys are absolutely right. Spend money on electrical. Yeah, spend money on electrical system, more the better. I agree with that. The one place where people tend to flounder when they're putting together a system is not putting the time and money into the electrical system. That is absolutely key to making everything work. What you don't understand is base comes from AC current, which comes from the amplifier, which comes from DC current, which comes from the alternator. If you're not starting over here and building it all the way to the base, you're not going to get the base that you're paying for. You're just going to wind up with spending a bunch of money and only getting a little bit of output. You've got to invest in the electrical. That's it, man. Absolutely. I 100% agree with that. So hopefully you guys got a little information out of this little short live run. And I guess anybody got any questions for me today? And I appreciate Big Jeff and B2 and everybody else from stopping by. I did not see Bobby because Bobby is slacking. I don't know where. He's probably filling a crack somewhere. I don't know. But if you guys haven't already been around here and subscribed to my channel and saw the crazy things that I get up to and all of the tests that I do and all the work that I do to be able to provide you guys with as much information as I can and simplify the information in a way that everybody can understand it. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button because we do it real here at Car Audio Enthusiasts. And for that, I'm going to let you guys go. And y'all have an amazing, amazing New Year's.
Are we gonna ride or not? 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 In my jacked up truck, I'm moving slow. Speakers booming, y'all already know. Mud on the tires, feeling alive. Country roads at night, the southern vibe. Looking out the window, fields in sight. My boots on the pedal, driving all night. Are we gonna ride or not? 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 Stars above with the moonlight glow. Country chill, riding down this road. Catch me cruising as the bass line hits in the southern air where the night never quits. Rolling with my folks, just having a blast in a jacked up truck. We ain't going too fast. Are we gonna ride or not? 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 Leave our worries in the dust tonight. Southern skies and the journey's bright. Feel the power while we ride. Country freedom taking flight. Are we gonna ride or not? Are we gonna ride or not? Are we gonna ride or not?